I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent. You deserve a better man. But let me just hold your hand once more.
Alright guys, what's going on? I'm back again with another video, back again with another video. So when you see this gorgeous and handsome face, might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So today's video, we gonna talk about a lot more for Go Fest. Like there's some really hype stuff that's actually that's gonna be in this video that I actually found out, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, because this is a reliable source that I'm going by. It's a Pokemon Go hub. So, but yeah, anything that happens usually in that website, it's a reliable source. So, anyway, without further ado, guys. Oh, and don't forget about your masks. I actually have mine, but I'm away from a lot of people, so you already know what it is. So, anyway, without further ado, we're not gonna jump into this video now, but we're gonna jump into this video right now. Let's go. Alright trainers, so I have some extremely fascinating news in the world of Pokemon Go for this upcoming Pokemon Go Fest 2020. We're going to be talking about all kinds of shinies, all kinds of new Pokemon that's coming to the game that could possibly, because remember, anything can still change. Because Niantic didn't mention anything, nothing's set in stone. We're also going to be talking about what could possibly be coming for day 2, because remember, Niantic mentioned that day 2 is supposed to be something special, which is Sunday for Pokemon Go Fest 2020. So guys, with that being said, make sure you hold on to your hats, make sure you hold on to your seats, because this is surely going to go really quickly. It's going to blow you away, because it's blowing me away just getting this information out to you guys. So with that being said, without further ado, let's jump into this video. Alright, so before I continue, I just want to let you guys know, like I said before, anything can change. So nothing's set in stone, but this is a reliable source, Pokemon Go Hub.net. This is a reliable source, and normally anything that shows up on this site is more than likely to actually show up in Pokemon Go. It's going to be told by Niantic. It's going to be told on their website, Pokemon Go Live.com. So you already know. But anyway, so let's jump into this great stuff. So it says Pokemon Go Fest Day 2 Wild Speculation. So like I said, this is just speculation, but like I said, this is a really great source for Pokemon Go. So let's jump into this. Alright, so it says, with the first ever at-home Pokemon Go Fest looming ahead, it seemed right to get hyped and wildly speculate about what the mysterious Day 2 could feature. There has been a lot of recent updates in the APK that could potentially hint at things to come, and social media has been rife with theories. So here are some of our hopes and dreams for Day 2 of Go Fest. Now normally I wouldn't read this disclaimer, but I will, because like I keep saying, anything can change, and I have to really emphasize that, because I don't want nobody to, I don't want all of you to get too hyped. But like I said, this is a reliable source, so yeah, this still is a disclaimer. So basically what this basically says is anything can and will change, because it's not basically set in stone. So it says, please be aware that everything posted here mentioned in the APK has been publicly reported by data miners, which is Pokemoners, who I follow. Information shared through these channels is not affiliated nor approved by Niantic. That's why I was saying it's not set in stone, and it's always subject to change. Do not take it for granted. Features change and get scrapped all the time. It is very important that you are aware that these things can and will change. Additionally, this article contains my thoughts and opinions in regards to the code that was shared online. All of these should be treated as conjecture, not as hard statements. If you're okay with that, feel free to read further. Potential spoilers ahead. This is all wild speculation. So, I mean, if you're not into spoilers, I suggest you tune out now. I really don't want you to, but I'm sure you want to know what's going on in the world of Pokemon Go. So, here we go. Alright, so remember in my last few videos, that's why I said make sure you follow all my videos, because we was talking about this before. It's getting closer and closer to Go Fest worldwide, first time ever. You see what it says on the screen, it says Shiny Unknown. So it says every Go Fest has brought it with new and unreleased shinies, and only 2 Pokemon featured on the official artwork that don't have their shiny forms released. Could it be unknown? Shiny Unknown has definitely become a popular theory online due to the recent update in the APK to Unknown's Pokedex entry appears. Now, could this mean that we not only have the chance to finally get Unknown spawns as part of a worldwide event, but also Shiny Unknown? Unknown is such a rare spawn that many people have never seen it, and they still remember the day it happened. So basically they just talking about when it happened and all this kind of stuff. So I'm not going to read the rest of this. So let's jump into the main thing. Alright, so basically this is Unknown and its shiny form. Already looks fantastic. So with that being said, guys, let's take this with a grain of salt, and never mind the cops in the background. Obviously the cops like to spoil things, so let's jump into the next thing. Alright, so anyway, shiny sleeping Snorlax. Now, we already knew that Snorlax was going to be a spawn at Go Fest. We kind of figured it was going to be shiny because, well, it was mentioned through my video, it was mentioned through, you know, all the APK codes, it was mentioned through a lot of things. So, this time around, we're getting shiny sleeping Snorlax. Now, I believe it was 2 years ago we had sleeping Snorlax, but it never was shiny. So, this is our chance to get sleeping shiny Snorlax, which is actually pretty cool. So, it's been a long time since we've seen a sleeping Snorlax. So, let's go. Alright, so this is Snorlax and its shiny form. That blue is sick. It's really, really sick. Like, it's blue, and its body is like a dark, creamy kind of white. Well, you know, it's pretty cool. I've been wanting this shiny for the longest. As I'm sure all of you have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this shiny to come out. But yeah, with that being said, guys, we can only wait, and we'll have to see what's in store for us at Go Fest. So there's plenty more where this came from. So let's go. Alright, so it says increased Gibble spawns. Gibble is another Pokemon that features in the official artwork as the shiny dropped unexpectedly, potentially meaning we don't get a community day for this rare spawn. So we might not see a community day, and this is why. It seems a fairly safe guess to assume we could see a large amount of Gibble spawning for Go Fest. So being that we're going to get a large increased spawn at Go Fest, we might not see community day because its shiny is obviously going to be released. Even though its shiny form has already been released, it's hard to encounter, it's hard to hatch. So you might even get a Shundo, who knows, but this is probably why we won't get the community day for it. Now, it says Gibble is top of a lot of people's lists for their shiny wants, especially for anyone who keeps a living deck. So let's keep our fingers crossed for prolific Gibble spawns. Alright, so for those of you that don't know what a shiny Gibble looks like, this is its shiny form right here. That's sick. The bottom of its stomach is like a yellowish green. The regular one has an orange or a reddish belly. You know, it's pretty sick, but I can't wait to get my hands on it. Hopefully we all can get it. So let's jump into the next topic, which is Zangoose and Seviper. Alright, so now we talk about Zangoose and Seviper spawning worldwide. So people was at one point thinking that maybe we was gonna get well, we knew we was gonna get it, but we didn't know if it was gonna be like worldwide, because remember, these are regionals. But now they're saying worldwide, like we're gonna get it even though they're regional Pokemon. So if you don't have the shinies, if this is actually coming out during Go Fest, we also saw shiny Seviper at the not last event, but give me a minute. When we saw it at, I forget, I'll post it on the screen. Anyhow, that's what we saw it at. So now if you didn't get it at that event, then now's your time to get it. I didn't get it. I was clicking on every Seviper, but every Zangoose rather, and I couldn't even manage to get it. My phone died out. I had to go back and charge it. I forgot what time the event ended. By the time I opened up my phone, opened up the app, the event was done, I was so upset. But now I get a second chance, hopefully getting this Zangoose, and the increased shiny spawns should be increased, because I mean, this is Go Fest and we are paying $15 to Niantic, who, by the way, is actually going to be donating this money to Black Lives Matter and everything like that, so, which is pretty cool. Now, with that being said, yeah, so Shiny Viper is another regional that everybody's trying to get. It might be in both regions, we don't know, we just have to wait and see. It might still be regional, but remember, anything can still change. So, with that being said, guys, yeah, so let's jump into the next topic. Alright, so I'm just going to show you the shinies real quick. So this is Viper, Shiny Viper rather, Zangoose, and that's Shiny Zangoose for those of you that don't know what it looks like, who have not had a chance to catch Shiny Zangoose like myself. And yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the new potential shiny Pokemon that will be debuting at Go Fest. So it says, with every Safari Zone and Go Fest, we've had a new shiny Pokemon introduced in the game. With the weekly challenges in the run-up to Go Fest giving us specific Pokemon as guaranteed spawns, we may see some of their shiny forms released. Some of the Pokemon we unlock with the challenges aren't Pokemon people might be happy about, which that's how I felt. Feral Seed, anyone? But with a potential new shiny Pokemon, it will certainly be a new way to make us care about them, simply because they're going to be shiny. So that's pretty dope. So it says, with week 1 successfully unlocking Chimecho, Alola, and Chansey, that is 2 potential new shinies, as Chansey is already available as a shiny wild. Now, Chimecho and Alola are both great shinies in my opinion, and making them available would encourage people to catch them more. Alright, so basically this is Alola, and this is its shiny form. That purple is sick. I love that shiny. So, here's the other sets of shinies for Chimecho. Alright, so here's Chimecho, and this is its shiny form. I mean, that shiny is nice, but I'm not really too pleased with that shiny. It's okay, but I guess because I prefer blue shinies and green shinies. I mean, yeah, this is a green, but it's just not my type of green, though. But anyway, that's just my idea. That's just the way I feel. But yeah. Anyway, you guys can let me know in the comments below, you know, what shinies you enjoy seeing, what your favorite shiny colors, you know. And if you like these shinies, Alola, Snorlax, Chimecho, and so forth and so on. Now we jump into more of this video. Alright, so week 2 has also now been confirmed as successful with Alolan Grimer, which can be shiny, Alolan Marowak, which can be shiny, and Feral Seed unlocked as spawns. Both Alolan Pokemon have been greeted with great joy as they've never spawned wild before and their shiny forms available, leaving the often unloved Feral Seed as a potential new shiny. I don't know about you, but with no shiny, there will be little incentive for me to click on Feral Seed during Go Fest. But the shiny is another fantastic family. It would be awesome to see it released and let Feral Seed gain back some love it lost after its recent appearance in the Breakthrough Research Box. Because a lot of people, a lot of players, a lot of trainers was really upset to see, you know, Larvitar and Feral Seed, not Feral Seed, but yeah, Feral Seed in the Breakthrough Research Box, and people really don't care for it. So unless it's shiny was actually released. And so with that being said, alright, so here's Feral Seed and its shiny form. Now that's a sick blue. Here's Ferrothorn and it's Ferrothorn shiny. Now I've been actually wanting this shiny for a very long time. I've been wanting it actually since last year when I first, because I was just thinking like, I wonder what a shiny would look like. So I looked it up, and yeah, when I saw this, I was like, that was an amazing shiny. So hopefully we actually get this at Go Fest. Alright, so with week 3 underway, we have the potential to unlock Togetic, Dratini, and Litwick as spawns for Go Fest. Togepi is already shiny in eggs, so we could see shiny Togetic in the wild for the first time, and Dratini was one of the OG Community Day shinies, leaving Litwick as the potential newbie. Litwick is a hugely popular Pokemon, and I know people would be seriously hyped for the shiny release. So basically they're talking about shiny Litwick. So let's get into this. Alright, so obviously you see Litwick and its shiny form. Now that's the kind of blue that I like to see. It has a green eye and a light blue flame. Whereas the original Litwick, or non-shiny Litwick, has a purple flame and a yellow eye. Alright, now you have shiny Lampent with that pink flame and the blue eyes, which the original has a blue flame and yellow eyes. And then you have, of course, Chandelure. So you have the orange flame, purple eyes, or pink eyes, and then you got a purple flame and yellow eyes on the non-shiny Chandelure. So that orange is what everybody's been wanting for a while, and yeah, this is a really sick shiny. I'm not really big on orange shinies, but this shiny right here in particular is pretty dope. So let's jump into more. Alright, so it says wild shiny shadow Pokemon. So we might be seeing wild shiny shadow Pokemon at GoFest. And it's probably going to be coming from the Team Go Rocket grunts, but they're saying wild, so it might be out in the wild. So you might can actually also get them from Team Go Rocket, which it only makes sense because they only carry shadow Pokemon. But hopefully they'll have shadow shiny, because there's no grunts that carry shadow shiny, just shadow. Yeah, except for Jesse and James, they have shadow shinies. So anyway, let's jump into the rest of this. Alright, so remember I was talking about Shadow Mewtwo? Well, it says now let's get really wild. We know Shadow Mewtwo has recently been added to the APK, and with raid invites, finally live players in lockdown finally have a way they can raid safely. Could Shadow Mewtwo be coming to raids as part of GoFest? It would explain the remote raid invites being available before GoFest, as well as the ability to see which of your friends are online. Alright, so basically, as I showed you in my previous video, make sure you go watch that, by the way. And yeah, so this is what it actually looks like. I guess this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have a red eye. The other one didn't have a red eye, but this one probably is going to have a red eye because, I mean, it's shadow, so why wouldn't it? Anyhow, let's get into Mega Pokemon. Alright, so Mega Pokemon. Niantic has told us that Mega Evolution is coming. So could GoFest 2 be the day? Because remember, they was talking about a release of a surprise for the second day. So this might be it with Mega Evolutions, which is why they might be getting ready. That's why I was talking about in my last video about the Mega Venusaur. We might be having that community day sometime in the near future. So, anyhow, yeah, this is actually gonna be pretty great. Like, this is gonna be pretty great. If all this is actually coming, you know, if this speculation is true, which it should be, then yeah, this is nothing but hype, nothing but hype. So we could be in the same boat for Mega Evolution, and it may be several months before we see anything more about them in the game. But how cool will it be for them to drop it with GoFest? Alright, so let's jump into more. Alright, so it says a second mythical Pokemon release. We know Victini is being released at GoFest, so it seems that the obvious reward for the day one research, much like Mew and Celebi, were at their respective GoFest, with day 2 teasing a second different research line. Could we for the first time ever see a second mythical Pokemon released at GoFest? Gen 5 has a lot of mythicals, and we have still only had one of the mythicals from Gen 4. From Gen 4, we are still missing Manaphy, Fion, Shaman, and Arceus. Keeping in mind, Shaman has 2 different forms, and Arceus has 17. We have a lot of Gen 4 mythicals to get through still. So it's as follows. So we have Manaphy, Fion, Shaman, and Arceus. It says as Victini is Gen 5. From Gen 5, we are also missing both forms of Keldeo and Meloetta, and the other forms of Genesect. So hopefully we're getting these at some point at GoFest. So could we see the first ever 2-day GoFest releasing 2 brand new mythicals, 1 per day? Who knows? Wild speculation is fun. So yeah, do you have any of your own theories about what day 2 of GoFest could be? Well, speculation, none of this is confirmed, but it's simply the hopes and dreams of many of us had for Go Fest. So yeah, so if you like this video, like, this is gonna be a ton of hype if this is what this is. Yeah, so like I said, if you like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share my video wherever you share cool stuff, comment down below, smack a like on this video, turn post notifications on so you can stay updated on my latest videos, crush that notification bell so you'll be the first to get my videos when I upload. And as always, guys, peace and love, stay blessed, stay humble, keep your head up,